New York City, the center of the sports universe. Also serving host to Fencing Masters NYC. The best fencers in the world going head-to-head. Team World taking on Team USA with a championship on the line. Fencing Masters NYC starts now. The lights of New York City are shining bright this evening on the Hammerstein Ballroom. Fencing Masters NYC is back. Hi everyone, I'm Harry Chickma alongside Olympic medalist Tim Morehouse, someone who has really revolutionized the sport of fencing. And this event, Tim, has definitely been an amazing time for the whole sports world. How excited are you for the second Fencing Masters NYC?
Extremely excited. We have the Olympic Games less than 30 days away. We have the majority of the U.S. Olympic team that will be competing in London here. And we've got a sellout crowd here at Hammerstein Ballroom. What more can you ask for?
And to see the improvements of this event, I mean, the last time was really phenomenal, but you have such amazing athletes here. Zagunis is back, someone who's won a pair of gold medals. So talk about the talent at this event.
You know, our U.S. team is only getting stronger. We have some great young athletes, Lee Kiefer, Rayson Bowden, Darryl Homer, who are only 17, 18, and 21, tearing up the international scene. So I think the future of U.S. fencing is really bright. We're going to hopefully win some more medals in London, and hopefully we'll start to get to the point where people know our fencing team and we're household names.
A lot of greatness here. Harry Chickma with the founder of Fencing Masters NYC, Tim Morehouse. We'll be right back with more fencing right after this. Hi everyone and welcome to New York City, the Hammerstein Ballroom, Fencing Masters NYC. I'm Harry Chickma alongside the president of USA Fencing, Don Anthony, who's had a storied career in this great Olympic sport. And what an honor it is to be here as the final gold medal match is about to take place. The World International All-Stars taking on Team USA. And Don, so much excitement. We have Olympic champions here. And the way the scoring is, it's 3 events, epee, foil, and saber. 1 man and 1 woman from Team USA taking on an international competitor in each respective event. And then we will end the night with the champions finale as we have 6 competitors going head-to-head respectively. Don, welcome. Talk about the excitement here and what to look forward to.
Well, thank you, Harry. It's really an honor to be here. It's so exciting. We've got the best athletes in the world. These athletes are some of the top Olympians. You've got Mario Zagunis. She's a 2-time gold medalist on the right. You got Mr. Balad Apathy, who's also been European champion. This is going to be exciting. We got the first match coming up, and we've got a couple of very, very hot fencers in it.
And who are we looking at right here?
You got Courtney Hurley over on the right-hand side, and then you got Miss Takish on the left. So Courtney's our #1 currently going, on the world rankings, and then Miss Takish is one of the top Hungarians, I believe, and she is extremely good.
And Don, how is the scoring going to take place here for all those fans at home?
The way the scoring is that this is a relay match. Each of these individuals will fence to 5 touches. First one to get to 5 will move to the next weapon or the next competitor to a total of 30. So you've got men's, this is women's epee, it'll be followed by men's epee, then foil, men and women, and then saber, men and women. So it'll be very interesting. The thing that's interesting in this relay system is that at every 5 touches they take a break, but a team can be down by 15 and they can catch up with just 1 fencer.
Definitely a lot of drama here, Don, and really the beautiful atmosphere is second to none. We've seen so many great fencing matches, but nothing like this with just under 3,000 fans here. High-profile New York City vibe right next to the Empire State Building in Madison Square Garden. How great is this for our sport, courtesy of Tim Morehouse?
Oh, this is fantastic. As I've told people today, this is the model for what we want to do going forward. And not only is it just beautifully staged in the best location for fencing, in my opinion, in the world, which is New York City, it's also having all of these audience. You have such a great crowd here because you have such a popularity of the sport in New York and in the surrounding area.
And quickly now, 2-1 early on after a series of touches. Definitely high caliber fencing. right out of the gates here on the mat?
Well, you got to remember, these folks have already fenced at least one relay to get where they're going today. So they beat somebody out. So they're all warmed up. And the bottom line is they all want to win. So, and you can't win without every one of your opponents doing their job. You don't want to create a big hole. Right now, Courtney Hurley's down by 2 touches. If she gives that, lead to the next opponent, it's very likely that that hole could get deeper and deeper. We saw that in some of those preliminary rounds.
And in a relay type of situation like this, I know you've competed at the top level for Team USA. What's going through your mind? I mean, you not only want to win for yourself, but your whole country is watching, and the international community is watching as well.
Well, right now, in this first round, the leadoff person, they're just thinking about trying to create a nice balance, give them a little bit of cushion, trying to get a feel for what this team match is going to be like, trying to create a little energy for their teammates going in. So they sort of have a combination of sort of testing the waters and also trying to give their team an advantage. And she's doing that right now. She scores. She's got it back, so it's now 3-3. And that's a good position to be in. The other thing that you have to remember is that the clock is running. So if the clock runs out of time, whatever that score is, that will be the score for this period, as they would say. Courtney makes a nice behind the back before they cross, and that's a very nice touch. Kicks it in, comes back, boom. Hits it right on the back. Brings it to 4-3. And now they're just trying to jockey for position. Courtney takes it, hits her on the toe. Beautiful toe touch. Takes the score now to 5-3.
You hear the chants USA here after that impressive touch on the toe. Courtney definitely using her athleticism to get the job done, and now the New York City fans are going crazy here at Fencing Masters NYC.
So on the right, we got Soren Thompson. Soren was on the World Championship men's epee team. And then we should have Marat Safin on the other side.
Marat Israeli.
He
wishes he was Marat Safin.
I miss Marat Israeli. Excuse me about that. But, Marat has won, a number of NCAA championships. I believe he's also, he's going to the Olympics as well. And he's a tough fencer. Fenced for St. John's. So you got St. John's on the left, and then you got Soren Thompson, Princeton Tiger on the right.
Definitely a lot of talent in the metro area. There's a touch.
Yep.
Very impressive touch there for Israeli, and almost looking the other way.
Well, if you talk about talent in the metropolitan area, what's always interesting with the universities here and the schools, it's very easy that for these, they may fence for other countries internationally, but it's sort of the way NBA basketball is. They're here because this is their new home.
And now all tied at 5 after another touch.
So for those who don't know, the epee is scored for the target areas, the whole body. You can hit with the point only. And if you score at the same time like that, you both arrive. So now it's 6-6.
Double touch there. A nail biter early on in these matchups against USA and the world.
And Soren manages to pull out the touch there. So we're going to 10. There's still quite a bit of room here. Soren wants to check his weapon. This is the time that they don't want to commit because they don't want to end up with one light, which is exactly what Soren was able to do. He played it close. He was able to make sure that he hit without getting hit, which is always your objective.
The action happens so fast. What's going on in the athletes' minds when they're out there strategy planning and just getting in the zone for execution?
Well, a big part of it is just trying to make sure they feel their opponent out. And just like on that touch, and not making mistakes, keeping their nerves right so they're in that flow and in that zone. It's really all about the nerves. at this stage of the game. Everybody has great technique. It's a matter of, can you leave your technique on the strip, or are you going to get in the way? Just like that. Beautiful touch. A feint, and he takes the lead out of that round.
Well, a very big touch there for the World All-Stars. They are now up 10-9. Drama riding high here at the Hammerstein Ballroom as Fencing Masters continues.